Good day, fish tankers. Shrimp keeping is all the rage these days, but what if you're not a pure shrimper? What if you want to keep them in a community setup with fish? Well, that can be tricky since shrimp is a natural food for many fish. As we all know, if it fits in their mouths, fish will eat it. And these are expensive snacks. Not to worry, I compiled a list of 5 shrimp-safe fish that can thrive in small tanks in the same water parameters as shrimp. Stick around to find out what they are. When mixing shrimp and fish, it is essential to give it some thought. Some choices may sometimes work out, but most often they do not. I added some Amano shrimps to a community of larger tetras like Rosie and Diamond tetras, and they disappeared, never to be seen again. I tried one with my betta as well, only for the betta to kill and eat it. Baby shrimplets are tiny, so if you want to breed shrimp, I suggest you keep them on their own, since these fish may still predate on the babies. Some babies, however, will survive in a well-planted community tank with lots of hiding places, but you won't be churning them out by the bucketful. So let's jump straight into my top 5. All these fish will be fine in a 1.5 foot 10-gallon tank or larger and are shoaling fish, so be sure to buy at least 6. Also stick around to the end for 2 bonus fish. Starting at the bottom at number 5, we have Pygmy Corydoras. These are active little bottom dwellers with tiny mouths, so they won't bother the shrimps. Be sure to provide them with a sandy substrate to scavenge around in, and also take care that enough food reach them, so be sure to feed some sinking micro pellets or tablets. Guys, please hit that like button if you're still here. I really appreciate that. It lets YouTube know that something good's going on here, and it really helps to boost the channel. Don't you just love those black stripes on the Pygmy Cories? Look so cute. Moving on, while we're looking at these yellow shrimp and blue jelly shrimp, we need something that's not on the bottom, and here you'll see him making a quick cameo appearance. Getting in at number 4 is the green neon tetra. So that is a colourful shoaling fish that mostly occupy the middle to lower half of the tank. They are smaller than all the other neon type tetras like the cardinal, the common neon and the black neon. Like the cardinal, the red stretches across the length of the body, but it's more subdued. Guys, please remember to also share the content among your fishy groups. I will greatly appreciate it. It helps to spread the word around. And moving on at number 3, we have the Ember Tetra. These are one of the heart-shaped tetras, but they stay small, unlike the Rosies and the Diamond tetras, and they will occupy the top half of the tank. Like all of these tiny fish, they will eat fine flake and micro pellets, but I found that they really enjoy small frozen food like Cyclops as well. They may look bland in the dealer's tanks, but they colour right up in a planted tank, as you can see how nice these look in my nano cube. Number 2 belongs to the Otocinclus, or Ottos for short. This is another bottom dweller, but like some shrimp, they are great algae eaters. They need a well-planted tank of some driftwood or spiderwood, and be sure to feed them the odd algae wafer or blanched veggies like baby marrow, especially in the beginning when you get them, because these fish starve easily. As long as they get enough biofilm and veggie matter to eat, they are great little fish with hardly an aggressive bone in their body. As you can see here, how they are peacefully grazing, not only with a shrimp, but also you can see these tiny little juvenile shrimplets that's also in the mix. That leads us to number 1 on my list, and that is the Chili Rasbora. They become a deep red as soon as they settle in a well-planted tank, and they make for a beautiful display. Just remember, tiny fish have tiny mouths, so make sure that the food is small enough. Try and get a school of at least 8 to 12 of these little fish, the more the merrier. That way we feel more secure and just display better. Another thing about these chili rasboras, will also hang out in the top half of a tank, and they also like the botanicals that the shrimp also sometimes like. And as soon as we say goodbye to the chili rasboras here, we will move on to our bonus fish. Now these bonus fish coming up, they may predate a bit more on your shrimp babies than the previous 5, but they should be fine with your adult shrimp. And the first bonus fish is the Celestial Pearl Dania, or CPD, also called the Galaxy rasbora. It is a small fish that once they color up resembles a tiny little rainbow trout. They like to be in numbers of lots of plant cover, otherwise they can be shy. Here we see how nicely they cover up in a planted tank. Really pretty little fish. Then our last bonus fish is very much the same kind of fish, but this is the Emerald rasbora. It closely resembles the CPD in shape and behavior, but they've got vertical emerald bands on their body. The males might chase each other around, once again just like the CPD, but as long as you have enough plant cover, no harm will come of it, and they are peaceful toward their tank mates. Well, that's it, fish tankers. Let me know in the comments what fish you keep with your shrimp, whether you have kept any of these on the list, and what your experience was. As we play out of this peaceful grazing scene, remember to hit that subscribe button and take good care of our domestic denizens of the deep.